Okay.
You know, I've been meaning to get this off my chest for a while.
Oh.
Granted, probably had this conversation like 7 times.
Many a times.
But it's just so dear to my heart because you know why? I think I wouldn't have this issue if it was a show I didn't care about.
Get it off your chest.
But Meunier and his entire lineage has disappointed me time and time again. And I'm upset. I feel like Endeavour is such a waste of a character.
Oh.
Reason being, I feel like Endeavour was set up to be such a goat.
You do?
In the sense that I like,
you love a hothead.
I love a prick. I like when a character is bad, but it's not like, you're not a Cecil. You know what I mean? You're not a prick for the sake of,
I can be one.
Yeah,
Okay.
it actually matters to the plot, and that's why I feel like with Endeavour, the fact that, listen, yeah, you can have your redemption, I guess, but I feel like I would have preferred if Endeavour was still this angry character through and through. However, you can't be angry and not back it up.
That's very true.
And that is my issue with Endeavour, because can we unpack the fact that, listen, I understand, for the writing of my hero, we wanted All Might to be this, like All Might is Superman, guys. All Might is Omni-Man. He is the undefeated.
Yeah.
And has been like that. Okay. And has had this pedestal for such a long time.
Yeah, that's
that
a symbol of peace.
Symbol of peace. Symbol of justice.
Yeah.
That we felt the weight of his absence.
And that was definitely intentional. However,
to the extent that now we circle every single fight. Y'all are pulling a mark and I hate that.
Yeah.
Every fight we must probably watch. Yeah. It's not okay, guys. It's really not.
And it honestly kind of makes me wonder, like, is that the point of my hero to glaze All Might in a sense? Because the minute All Might officially decided to step down, chaos unfolded. Mind you, to the 10th power.
Everyone was like, oh, now it's up.
Mind you, like, we were expecting these, like, lower lackey villains to, like, pop out of the shadows, maybe try a thing here, 1, 2. The issue is that we expected the top heroes, pro heroes, you guys almost gallivanting all around. Yours patrols.
Yes, God.
We thought that you guys would have been able to handle it.
And you clearly couldn't.
At all.
Not in the slightest.
But you know, before we go any further, welcome back, everyone.
Oh, hello.
Welcome back. Episode 3. 3 for 3.
Actually, episode 4. You had your crash out last week.
Oh, but it's like episode 3.1.
Yeah. It's the part 2.
Yeah, part 2, sequel.
Yeah. We did say that it was my turn to crash out.
100%.
Granted, I think I'm not a crash out.
Okay, that's fine.
But everyone deserves to get things off their chest every once in a while. It's healthy.
I'm Loki.
And I'm highlyy.
Welcome back
to the HighandLowPodcast.
Where our highs are high.
And our lows, very low, eh?
And that's what we digging back into the trenches this week.
Hell yeah.
And we are getting into highlyy's crash out.
Clap it up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, Endeavour, come to the forward.
Bring your full self.
All of it, even your flames, come to the forward.
All of it. All of the hot.
Reason being, Endeavour, you get on a person's nerve, and it's like, I feel like a part of me is really trying to defend Endeavour.
Why?
For what reason, we don't know. We'll never get the answer to it. And this goes back to the point that we made last week. The choice of character and character powers.
Completely unbalanced.
Because
look at our top 10 1.1.
Let us bring up the files for you
just
guys.
to double check, just so that we don't get it wrong.
So that we're not offending anybody. As of when All Might stepped down.
Yes.
Your number 1 being Flame Hero Endeavour. Right? Number 2 being the very light-skinned king himself.
Hoxie.
Our
5.
Yes. And number 3.
Make some noise. I'm shaking my hands. Make noises.
The Fiber Hero Best Genist.
Oh, I thought this was Miracle.
Low key. Alright. Low key.
I guess. Put me in skinny jean jacket. It's fine. Okay, he said, we made my God. I said, my God is sent to defend him to you. Because you will go on with besties every single time. You love that little hair soup, you love the pose, you love the waist belt of defense being here under the neck.
Yes.
That's why I need to defend him. I'm like, listen, at least he can bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Next on the list,
we have Ninja Hero Headshot, Mr. Bayang.
yeah.
He is number 4. Now you're goat at number 5.
Thank you. Why is she so low on the list? I don't understand, but it's not our show.
Not our show, but Rabbit Hero Miracle at number 5. We have never known this person. He is the Shield Hero Crust. Did you do much? I can't remember. That's the point.
No one knows your name, so.
Exactly. I like him. I think he's cool.
Come on.
Number 7 being Kamui Woods.
Oh yeah, you do like him.
He's cool.
Okay.
He's cool. He gives friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but a tree.
Oh.
Yeah. Why? You are on the top 10. I can see, boy. I can see. Mar. Number 8, the washing machine.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'll come and unpack. And I understand the whole point of saying, like, anybody can be a hero and your group is a hero power.
Mar. Top 10.
But it's like, no, you can be a washing machine in the top 10, but like, can you do something maybe like, yo, who would have thought a washing machine can do this? What are you capable of, sir? Blowing the Bible.
I also think the washing machine might be a lady.
Oh,
I'm not sure. No, it's a guy.
okay. Anyway, the slander would have been there regardless of gender.
That's
The
true.
clip is non-binary. It goes anyway.
We don't discriminate. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints.
It takes and it
Number 9, we have the samurai hero.
He's cool.
Yoroimusha.
Why he abandoned ship so early on? I was like, oh.
He don't want to be involved. This is ghetto.
Ooh.
And last but not least, our top 10th hero being Ryukyu, the Dragon Lady.
She cool. She's actually like done her part.
And she pulls up.
Yeah. Here's my gripe with Endeavour, because I'm here to call this crash out.
Okay.
My gripe with Endeavour is aware of his shortcomings. Endeavour has actually known this for a very long time. For as long as, maybe even longer as Darby has been alive.
Yeah. Hence why.
Endeavour has known. And how old is Darby? Maybe 18. I don't know.
I think Darby's like 20 something.
But like, time has passed, you know what I mean?
That's at least 3 decades worth of time.
Good time has passed. So you've known for a long time that you don't come close to All Might. That awareness is
What's
my
there?
issue with Endeavour. Because at no point in time did Endeavour say, I'm gonna go get better. Training arc.
I'm going to eat my children.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Bro pulled a Omni-Man
Yeah.
and started tweaking on his family.
Mind you, Darby was such like a wide-eyed, happy-go-lucky young boy who was ready and willing to go through it
Anything
for you.
Like really was willing to
Had
put his
you
life on
not
the
left
line.
him in a forest.
And you just pulled up when he needed you to.
Exactly.
But no, you birthed a villain. So, one of the many drives with... And listen, you have to give Manieris props. The hero killer was right. None of you can match up to what All Might was. None of you are heroes like All Might was.
At all. And that's why the minute All Might stepped down, it was chaos.
Everyone was like, now it's free game.
Anyone can get it. Anyone can take it. What do we mean, guys?
And that's the thing about it is like, granted, All Might, you are not exempt from critique. Come to there for what?
We'll get to you.
It's just to say that in from a writing perspective, we've seen hierarchies in shows where there is a group of people, Gote 13, Hashira, your Warlords and your Yonkos.
Yeah.
We even have special grades.
Yeah.
Go JJK.
Yeah.
We have these hierarchies of you are meant to be stronger. We have declared you, we've given you a title to say that you are that strong.
Yeah.
But I hate it. Did come to the fort, you and Horikoshi. When you have a hierarchy but you make no use of it.
Yeah.
Tell me why you've been a captain for millennia. This 17-year-old who's been 17 since 1997 is washing us.
Yeah. This is who we need to call. The substitute Soul Reaper is who we need to call to save the world.
To save the entire, not Soul Society, Hueco Mundo, the Van der Reich that they there at, and the world of the living.
Yeah.
Granted, Bleach, you're getting your own episode, but it's to say that you can't form a hierarchy and not make use of it. I don't like that. I understand. The point is to say that Midoriya is the only person who can take this person down, but the rest of you can't carry a weight.
None of you are reliable, do you know that?
Like, if people are shaking in a boots, like, All for One is getting a glow up, guys. He's getting stronger.
He got a face card.
We not calling Endeavour because what's Endeavour gonna do?
Exactly.
You know how like you flash the Batman scene?
What?
And it's like boom shakes, spiritual pressure, and we're like, oh, Batman is coming.
Yes,
you know
girl.
And you could say Endeavour is coming, and we're like, okay, it's a random Tuesday. It's still Tuesday. It's fine. What's new?
Let him come join. What is he going to do?
Exactly.
And that's just my thing about, I would have preferred if these heroes, especially your top 10,
were actually like reliable.
To the point where we knew that Todoroki's dad was number 2, but we didn't know Endeavour. Do you know what I mean?
He didn't have a reputation. He didn't have even like an ounce of the cult following that All Might had. Not even close.
But when it was time for us to get serious, we brought out the pro heroes, like we brought out Squad Zero.
Yeah, as in like, we put our baddest heifers on the floor.
But you know what you did? You brought children to their fight.
Yeah.
To fight against adults. You see this issue?
Yeah.
Of a 17-year-old who must fight.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
And this is where the critique for All Might comes through. Especially when you look at the One for All.
Kiman, where are we talking?
Midoriya's power, it's called One for All.
Yes.
When you look at this like succession that has taken place, it clearly shows you that One for All is an obstacle and is someone that you specifically are going to have to face.
Okay.
Whoever is the wielder of One for All is going to have to face
yes.
All for One.
Yes.
I get confused. Be patient with me, okay?
Yeah.
Bear with me. And so, clearly, your time ran out. You know?
You're sitting with an injury.
And you didn't think of the fact that, like, the next successor is going to have to deal with this.
Avatar cycle.
Exactly. Of course, okay, All Might was there, he was trying to help Midoriya train, whatnot. But you did not give Midoriya enough time to be prepared. Because at some point in this cycle, we have to say the cycle must end here. It must be a cycle breaker, generational curse breaker.
Yes, girl.
And for you not to say, you know what, I'm going to ensure that it ends with this one.
Yeah.
And so, I know it's going to take time. We see his pinky break every 2 seconds. He clearly needs the time to be able to hold this power, to wield it.
Right.
So, I'm going to ensure that, like, the other adults,
pro
heroes,
are
good enough to take over so that my focus is just on him.
Can I be honest? I feel like All Might, two sides of this. 1.1 being, All Might in his older days he has somewhat of a strategy, because we saw All Might go in Mecha All Might, you know, like he wanted to
backup plan.
Yeah, but I feel like it goes back to when we met I think his name is Night Eye.
Yeah.
Menier with the green hair who had foresight.
Yes.
It goes back to the fact that you knew this man and he warned you about this future.
Yeah.
To the point where he pushed you to say, why are you choosing this little green head? Choose Mirio.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Midoriya was, when we met All Might and Midoriya, All Might said to Midoriya, your body is physically not equipped to handle this quirk.
Yeah.
And Mirio is clearly giving
next in line. He's perfect.
Blonde, muscular, he's tall. That's what we needed the next All Might to look like.
But you needed to give the story of, I didn't have powers when I grew up, and therefore, right?
Play the violin.
Oh my goodness, sad, sappy song.
And the thing about it is, it goes back to, because All Might had his influence across the entire world. We met Stars and Stripes.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
anyone in the entire world.
You're telling me, All Might, you didn't have friends in every country,
like
to
the
say,
top hero in every country,
to say, listen, there's this guy, go Nippon.
This bad guy.
Takes quags. He's been around for decades.
Yes.
Centuries. Can you, when I call, will you answer?
Yeah. I need your help.
Because the minute All For One really gave, the rest of the world said, ooh, goodbye.
Right? Close doors, leave Nippon on their own, they'll be fine.
Next, close the border.
Yo.
Do you know when All For One is done here, he's going there next?
Yeah. You think they're safe?
Katwiga.
You'll be caught.
Like this. Grab you. And so the thing about it is the same with All Might. For All For One to be such a threat for such a long time and there's no contingency plan
at all.
And this goes to the point. There's so much pressure on Midoriya.
The whole world is on his shoulders. Do you know if Midoriya feels it's over?
That's the thing. Because the rest of you heifers have nothing to contribute to this fight.
Close.
Granted, I will always give Menir his flowers. I love my man down. I will always give Bakugo his flowers. Because Bakugo fights like his life depends on it.
He's, other than Midoriya, he's like the only other person who's understanding like the stakes of it. These are the only two people who go into fights seriously.
Him, those two, and like Miracle. They are the types who I will sacrifice my body and my life.
They give it their all. Everyone else is like, ooh, girl, I can't go with a broken nail. Like, do you know that?
My ears out of
and like Aizawa. Other than that, Beige Genius is like, ooh, girl, not a hair out of place.
I mean, guys,
I can't lose my comb. Nobody's taking this like that seriously.
You kind of need almost like a full-blown crash out, like an Itadori, like a Rin kind of crash out where.
Continue.
Where if we don't win, I don't think you fathom the fact that we are not only the first but the last line of defense.
Yeah. I think my issue is that All For One for all, give man. Demand with the face.
What are we talking about right now?
The villain.
All For One.
All For One is structured as this is an issue for one for all. It's not structured as in like this is a threat to all of us. And I think that that's the thing. Everyone else feels like they get to take a backseat.
Nah, it's not my fight.
This is not my problem. Do you know this? That's not my It's giving Batman and Joker. Do you know this is your bestie?
Yeah.
That you lock up in Ark
and you let him go on a troll whenever he feels like it.
It's Gotham is your mess.
Yes. No one else must touch
it out. And it's like, maybe that's why everyone else doesn't take it as seriously. Because we were ready to, League of Villains. What was the union that they made with Doofenshmirtz?
I was gonna say Dark Reunion, wrong thing.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah guys, let's actually kind of deal with these things first. Do you know that this
things are loading?
Yeah.
Things are loading.
Do you know that the save screen is there at the bottom, waiting for you?
It's giving, in Elden Ring when you must walk through the gate.
Yeah, the entry. It's waiting for, do you know?
You must come pull up. You must come pull. You've collected Mikala's crosses. You must come pull up.
You need to go face Radan. Do you know that?
I'm sorry, babes, but...
And so the lack of seriousness in this world is palpable. And that's why the lower level villains get to like run amok. Because they see that y'all don't even take the big bad seriously. Y'all are like, I'll just back up Midoriya. I'll just play support. Can we maybe try to defeat the villain?
And this goes back to the point with Endeavour is, if you really wanted to prove yourself as I've surpassed All Might in every degree, you need to achieve the fact that I alone took down the op that All Might couldn't.
That would have been perfect.
That needed to be your feat. And this is why it goes back to the argument with Endeavour about we never if I was second place to someone and I'm this close,
working my butt off
every day, I'm training.
You gave me the opportunity to step up.
You are only number one because he's retired. Think about that, Endeavour.
And you should have been ready at that moment. You should be like, it's time, guys. Do you know I've plotted and schemed? Do you know how many people I've abused to get here?
Do you know how many cases I have?
5 to be exact. How many people is that, baby?
It's Mr. Loki, the brother, the sister, and Darby, and the mother. So it's 5.
Yeah. I've racked up 5 cases to get to this point. Do you know I've worked for this?
Yeah, I've done everything in my power.
And this goes to my point of Endeavour's awareness, but his lack of action. Endeavour, no training arc. Maybe take a note from Ichigo's book and go run quickly.
What is train?
Go run quickly, go train, and then come back when you are ready. At no point in time. a perfect moment when Endeavour should have like realized like, ooh,
I'm not ready.
no, was the Nomu fight.
Because can I be honest?
This was your first opportunity. This was our first impression of Yuko hero number one. This is your time to be flashy and to show us what you're made of. And you were losing. Fine.
Almost injured, like fully taken out.
Mind you, there's nothing wrong with losing sometimes if it can be productive. Amen. Talk to your neighbor. Endeavour didn't take that moment to say this is a teachable moment. Endeavour went to go chunk in that hospital bed and said, that's it for me, girl.
And the thing is, Endeavour was giving like better than Bruce, like Mark.
What you did?
Dad!
It's just saying Endeavour is laying in this bed, girl. Oh, woe is me.
Ooh.
Dr. Kissy can't even help me. Like, no, my dad was Endeavour. Yeah.
Arms broken to the point where you know it's bad when his family came to come check up on him. Like he didn't abuse us for years.
Your victims came to say, are you okay?
They were like, no, it's okay, we can move on as a family.
Mind you, they extended a level of sympathy to you that you never gave to them.
Nah. And this is the thing about I wish he stayed a prick. Was because if you had this prick mentality, this narcissism in your head,
you would have teed up.
You would have been like, ain't no way a Nomu about to take me out. And no.
We don't even know what this thing is.
An amoeba, basically. This thing was gonna take me out.
This like bacteria with a bad nose.
Nah. This Giovanni looking metamorphosis was going to take me. Do you know who I am?
Do you know I would have gotten in the gym?
Nah. It needed to be a thing of, ain't no way.
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm gonna lose this.
Yeah.
But for Endeavour to pull a Mark and get beaten to a pulp, Endeavour. Granted he won, but he also won with the support of Hawks.
Right. And you know that someone in the crowd also had to like cheer
defend
you
your
on.
name. We had Natsu in the crowd crying, guys, Endeavour is my GOAT. He has to win. Why do you need support? No, Endeavour.
You never needed to rally a support system behind you.
This is the first time your son saw you in a fight.
And you disappointed him.
Yeah.
You know that.
And mind you, him and his friends were watching Tukaira.
The whole world was watching.
Do you know what that feels like? And the thing is, the world made it seem like, no man, guys, we just lost All Might. Now we're gonna lose Endeavour. Guys, why is Endeavour not teeing up? Why
but
are you
we
not
also,
that strong?
it was to such an extent we were like, it'll be fine if we lose Endeavour. It's fine. Regular Tuesday.
Yeah, what a wowza.
And this is my thing about like a loss can be productive. You could have learned from this moment and walked out a better, stronger hero after this. This could have been your Phoenix Rising moment.
You need to have it downloaded, my brother.
You took 0 notes from there. And do you know what was waiting around the corner for you after that Nomu fight?
Mind you, the Nomu's like the first stage of evolution.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Yeah. Do you know Shiggy Boots is waiting for you? Do we know All For One is cooking something in the pot?
No.
We don't know what it is yet.
And that's the thing about All For One was he let you guys keep him locked down.
Oh yeah.
And no one was like, guys, do you know that he could just summon something and we would be dead?
Yeah.
Like
and that goes back to the critique of All Might. You know this villain. Not only do you know this villain, but the past people living in your head know this villain.
Nah. So why would
at
you
any point
have?
where there are gaps in the story,
Nah.
someone must come fill in. At no point did All Might take All For One seriously. Nah.
But then this goes further with the fact that, guys, I get it's Midoriya's story, but my hero's also written in a way where everybody gets their time to shine.
For sure.
And I feel like to have characters like the big three. Guys, Mirio flashed us. For what?
Mind you, that's all he could do in that moment.
Nah.
Why?
And I
why
think the
is that
thing
all
is,
you can do?
Mirio, for you to have been pricked and primed to essentially be All Might's successor.
And all you could do was
Mind you, you lost your quirk.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a I need to get a weapon. I need to get strong.
Because go talk to engineering department.
Yes,
sort me out.
To have that symbolism of Midoriya, Muriel parallels you and All Might.
Yeah.
In such a way.
Yeah.
That not only is he also quirkless, but he is just as strong as All Might. To have the moment of, he is the definition of a hero.
And I think for that also to be a learning moment for Midoriya, it's like you've chased powers your whole life. Do you see someone who did it without the power? Do you see someone who took the cards that they were dealt and played the game regardless?
Aye. That's what I'm saying.
We're crying because Baku go give you a hard time.
Back in grade school.
Mind you, this is Baku's personality.
He gives everyone a hard time. You're not special. That's the thing about, and that would have been so cool. Because this goes back to My Hero as a whole. It feels like no one has a reason to be a hero.
At all.
No one
Maybe I wanted
understands.
like fame and glory. Maybe that's it.
Nah, a hero name in a costume.
That's it.
An alter ego.
And like a good paying job. And I think also the prestige that comes with being a hero. That's what you guys wanted. You guys wanted accolades. You guys wanted free passes into things.
Yeah.
No one said, I actually want to help people. Yeah, we are doomed. That's the thing, people have nothing to prove. People are very comfortable in this world.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but getting back to Endeavour.
Overall, just an abuse, I guess.
Terrible father, terrible husband. First of all, you plotted to marry this woman specifically for her quirk. Because you wanted to make Shoto.
Arranged marriage. Felony number 1.
Do you know the trauma that you put this woman through? She barely spoke until what, season 7?
Mind you, she burned Todoroki out of crashout Katwiga because of you.
Exactly.
Now Todoroki got the Zuko scar, and that's his biggest crux. Because of you, Endeavour.
You have ruined so many lives. Do you know that? The things that went down in the Todoroki household is scary. Do you know that no one in that house actually talks to each other?
There, because of you.
Oh, I think Omni-Man is number 1 worst abusive father ever. Then next is you and Endeavour. Do you know that to be number 2,
when you
have to be very
Omni-Man.
terrible.
You know how horrible you have to be for us to say, after Omni-Man it's you.
Right?
Seriously, but an Invincible episode coming soon.
Definitely.
But it's to that degree. And I understand that, like we said earlier, the point is we want to emphasize that All Might was really all that.
Yes, for sure.
Mar Endeavour,
you were not even an ounce of a quarter on the way to being halfway close. Do you know that?
What is Dumble?
And once again, this ties into part 1, where it's like Endeavour being so terrible and also lackluster, if we are being honest.
No.
Doesn't even.
His mustache is flames, his hair was flamed, his
No,
beard.
not much of power. You're not giving us nothing, girl. For that, not even to tie into Todoroki's story. For that, not even to be, like we said, people like purpose in this world. You guys are equipped with enough trauma to either be a terrible person or the best thing ever. And you guys say, you know what, it's fine.
Yeah. I'll just mingle.
Life will move on.
And also, it goes back to our argument.
Lack of self-development in this world.
And just like a lack of determination to be a hero. Granted, Kirishima wants to be like his role model, Red Riot, cool. But my thing about it is, even in that,
I think for all of you to claim that you are inspired by All Might, but for none of you to take notes is crazy.
Nah. I hate to be that
You
person.
all claim that he is the center of y'all's hero existence. This is who you all want to be. This is who everyone reveres. But nobody is in the gym. No one is in training up. Getting close to All Might.
You can write a really bad character and still have them back up the fact that you're not. Yeah, I'm a prick.
Yeah, but I can hold my own at least. Endeavour turned into such a shell of himself, such a weak man by the end of it. And even once you get to season 7, where he does have like somewhat of like a let me pull my socks up moment, it still isn't enough to redeem him.
Was like, you were pulling up ankle socks.
It was a secret sock. That's what you tried to pull up.
You know what I mean?
Are we serious, Endeavour?
You just want to keep your flame boots on and call it a day.
That's it, girl.
Like we
You
need
haven't even like mastered or taken your flame to like such a new stratosphere. Mind you, Darby has a heart of flame.
Nah? So you're telling me you couldn't challenge that?
At all.
You couldn't hit us with a Fire Force pyrokinetic. Let me grab your flame quickly. Something.
And I think especially because the whole issue with Darby is he couldn't handle the heat. You should have been able to handle your heat. Something like that.
We're not asking for a lot. We're asking for enough. The bare minimum.
Mara, you can't deliver, sir. And just to tie it all back to the end of season 7, when there was like the whole like Todoroki family comes together, the little reunion and things. First of all, I felt nothing for that.
It was very weak, guys.
It didn't give what it needed to give. I'm happy for Shoto. He got to have like a bit of a moment, but
I guess
overall, there are like zero repercussions for Endeavour for everything he has done so far. And I understand this is giving happy-go-lucky show and like everyone can be redeemed and hooters, but there's no punishment for Endeavour. Not on a familiar level, not on a personal level, not on a hero level. There's no, you know what? We understand you're trying to be a better person, but like as your family, we're taking a step back. There was nothing. There was no like, yeah, remove this guy's license. Granted, the world is in shambles right now and we need heroes, but we'll be fine without Endeavour. It's not like when he's here, he makes a difference.
That's true. That's really, really true.
No repercussions whatsoever. Aye, guys. So like 1.1, people have no purpose. 1.2, you guys don't give people consequences in this world. So at what point are people supposed to learn and grow?
And it dives into the whole hero hypocrisy. You'll ban people because their quirks aren't attractive or their quirks aren't this and that.
Or they look dangerous.
But Endeavour is number one. I think that's like the... Listen, maybe that was what you were trying to do, Mr. Rikoshi.
Is to say the people dangerous person mustn't be in charge.
Yes, but we put a dangerous person in charge.
To show you.
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe that was the point. Maybe we have fallen into your trap. And you've did it.
Perhaps, but then also, spoiler, Bakugo becomes number one. Do you know what I mean?
So it doesn't.
Is it?
Mirio is number one.
Really, at the end of the
when they reshuffle it. I think Bakugo was like top 13.
Oh.
And they put, listen to me, love my man down, but they put Kirishima above Bakugo.
Ah.
I think it's like Mirio and then Todoroki, Mirko. Bakugo ain't even on the list. Do you see what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
So, you wanna know what? At the end of the day,
it's not our show.
It's not our show, but you are here for the crash out.
100%.
What we're just trying to say is it would have been nice if, despite the big differences between All Might and Endeavour, he could
still carry his own.
He could, guys, but he can't. And that is why we are here.
And he didn't even try. That's my whole thing. You went to go make children to try.
No.
Like that you knew your inadequacies, but at no point did you say, I'm gonna do something. It's not even like on a like Superman and Batman type level where it's like, yes, Superman is this overpowered alien being and Batman has no powers, but he's created things in such a way where like Batman can hold his own in a battle. Like it's not that okay, go Justice League, we need to go. Like someone needs to watch Batman. Do you know what I mean? Like he's able to hold his own.
100%.
Endeavour, there was no effort from your part.
No, girl, I'm just here to be an abusive father. And this is my thing, like, listen, I get that we want people to have their redemption, but even when the Todoroki family came back together again, it was giving... Guys, rap, do you know? We are dying, coffin in the sky.
Yeah.
You wanna have your...
Bakugo is quarter to finished, guys.
Guys...
Do you know that there are serious things happening in this world?
Do you know people are dying? And Midoriya, I know that I'm on your side, and I'm defending you. But Midoriya gets to the coffin in the sky, is scared, like he's Cloud from Blue Lock. And then realizes, oh,
Bakugo's down.
Most of them are down. Best Genius is trying to keep Bakugo alive.
Yeah.
And then Midoriya teases up. I needed Midoriya to have a Choso moment to just, the minute we saw Itadori
it's up.
On site.
It's up.
You didn't even need...
And the thing is, you went into that coffin knowing what you were there for.
Yeah.
Why are you still trying to analyze?
On top of that you are late.
Yes. And the things are at a disarray.
Yes.
So you should have come in like hot. Do you know what I mean? Like this is my last opportunity to take him down.
And I need to
and I'm gonna get to
now.
work. lack of purpose, lack of seriousness,
Lack of strategy because guys,
lack of self-awareness in this show.
you also don't have like a plan B. Do you know what I
There's
mean? You
never a
guys
plan
didn't
B.
account for everything here.
Mm.
But no, guys,
You guys don't want to take all for one down. Actually, please just say that honestly, so that we can get on the same page with you guys. Because maybe we have expectations.
and it's unfair to y'all.
You guys saw the electric go out in the coffin and you said, yeah,
Nah.
nothing we can do. Oh, guys, oh, it got hacked. And y'all said,
Anyways,
maybe we can do something about this. That's it, guys. There were no contingency plans put in place. The coffin fell out of the sky. No one thought that this might happen. Why is there no strategy department called My Hero?
by principle, Nezu, are you not genetically modified to be super intelligent? Is that not your whole point?
So why are you not in the mix, huh?
I'm strategizing most.
You could be there in those rooms with the keyboard, the screen, earpiece. You could do it. No one is serious in the show, guys. You guys don't want to win. Say you want the world to fall to chaos. Say it. Because that has been the trajectory of the show from jump.
Nah, no one cares.
At all.
This is just light-hearted side quest.
You guys wanted prestige. You wanted name. You wanted hero license.
Yes, girl.
Or Hunter x Hunter. That's what you guys wanted.
Yes, girl.
No one said.
I'm
Guys,
actually
it's
in this
time
to
to
save the
team
world.
up.
No, girl. We are full vibes.
Maybe it's because the rest of you, I don't know what everyone's financial background is. Maybe y'all didn't go to My Hero. Because there at My Hero, it seems like the children are serious there about being heroes.
No?
Everyone else, however, seems like this is for fun.
Maybe we are hypothesizing too far out in the outer.
Into the universe.
Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? You are here for the crash out, and I think we
Has
said
that
our
been
piece.
it? Have we gotten it all of our chests?
For now, I think
Oh,
when season 8 drops and we finish
conclude
off,
officially. Yeah.
yes, we will revisit these topics to let you know again.
We were right about
Come
what
to
we were saying.
Roki being useless. Watch Endeavour not doing anything. Look at them.
World is in a disarray.
And we said so. We said had things been different.
Yeah.
Had we but at the same time, maybe Horikoshi might be quaking and we are just not seeing it.
I hope so.
Oh, I'm trying to give you an answer, but you can take a phalange instead. So maybe things are gonna pick up and it's gonna be great. But ladies and gentlemen, you are here for the high and the low crash out.
This has been Highly's Crash Out.
Yeah. Be back for more because the crash out never runs out.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Toodles!
Okay, bye.